For years, Argentina have been mocked and trolled across football social media for one simple reason. They often play against lower-ranked teams. Critics laugh, rival fans joke, and memes flood timelines whenever the world champions schedule friendlies against so-called small nations. But what if that ridicule is completely missing the real story? What if those very matches, the ones everyone laughs at, are actually the foundation of Argentina's next World Cup dream? Hidden beneath the surface of those fixtures lies a carefully constructed tactical laboratory, a long-term master plan designed by Lionel Scaloni himself. A plan that could very well lead Argentina to lift the World Cup once again. And while Argentina quietly sharpened their weapons, the picture on the other side of South American football tells a very different story. In Brazil, confusion still lingers. Experiments come at the wrong time, clarity is missing, and even a legendary coach like Carlo Ancelotti seems caught between ideas. The contrast between these two footballing giants is no longer about talent or history. It is about tactical vision, preparation, and understanding international football. And to understand where Argentina are getting it right and Brazil may be getting it wrong, we must look closely at the two men in charge, Lionel Scaloni and Carlo Ancelotti. On paper, the comparison itself feels strange, almost unfair. Scaloni, a coach with virtually no club-level managerial pedigree, has already conquered everything international football can offer: Copa America, the Finalissima, and most importantly, the World Cup. Ancelotti, meanwhile, is the complete opposite. One of the most decorated club managers in football history, a serial Champions League winner, a master of man management at the highest level. Yet in international football, he is still a newcomer, learning the rhythms and restrictions of national team coaching. So why compare them at all? Because within this uneven comparison lies the answer to a question football fans constantly ask. Why does Argentina deliberately choose to play lower-ranked teams so often? The popular belief is that Argentina avoid top-ranked opposition, preferring easy games to protect their status. But the truth is far more complex and far more intelligent. Under Scaloni, Argentina are not simply playing matches. They are running controlled experiments. Scaloni is a coach who thrives on tactical flexibility. From the moment he took charge, Argentina stopped being rigid. They became fluid, adaptable, and unpredictable. They can play with a back four or a back three, dominate possession or sit deep, press aggressively or defend compactly. This flexibility did not appear overnight. It was carefully built through constant experimentation. And experimentation requires one crucial thing: freedom. Freedom to make mistakes, freedom to change shapes mid-game, freedom to test new player combinations without fear of immediate punishment. That freedom simply does not exist against elite opponents, where one small tactical error can cost a match, confidence, or momentum. This is why Argentina's friendly matches, even against weaker teams, are invaluable. For Scaloni, these games function like a laboratory. Every substitution, every positional tweak, every shift in pressing structure is observed, measured, and refined. He tests players in unfamiliar roles, introduces young talents into the system, and studies how the team reacts under different scenarios. Even in major tournaments, Argentina remained tactically fluid precisely because this flexibility has been rehearsed countless times away from the spotlight. This is not cowardice. It is preparation at the highest level. It is no coincidence that Argentina, once labeled mentally fragile, now look calm, composed, and adaptable in high-pressure moments. That adaptability is the hidden weapon behind their recent success, and it is exactly why Scaloni, despite his lack of club experience, has become a World Cup-winning coach. Now compare this with Brazil's current situation. When Carlo Ancelotti arrived, expectations skyrocketed. A legendary coach, finally leading the Seleção, many believed success was guaranteed. But international football does not operate like club football. There are fewer training sessions, limited time with players, and far fewer opportunities to test ideas. Early on, Ancelotti struggled to impose his philosophy. Gradually, signs of improvement began to appear. Brazil looked sharper, more balanced, and tactically organized. A recent match against Japan seemed to confirm that progress. Brazil dominated the first half, scored 2 goals, and appeared completely in control. With a comfortable lead, Ancelotti decided to experiment in the second half, adjusting tactics, making changes, testing alternatives. And that decision proved costly. Japan took advantage immediately. Brazil lost structure, rhythm, and confidence. 1 goal became 2, then 3. By the final whistle, Brazil had suffered a shocking defeat, turning control into chaos. That single match revealed a fundamental truth about international football. Against strong opponents, a coach has almost no room to experiment. Every adjustment carries enormous risk, and that is precisely where Brazil's problem lies. Unlike Argentina, Brazil lack a deep foundation of tactical experimentation. Their system often looks fixed, predictable, and vulnerable when disrupted. For years, Brazilian fans have wondered why their team consistently stumbles at World Cups despite immense talent. The answer may not be psychological or individual. It may be tactical. Brazil struggle to adapt mid-game. When Plan A fails, Plan B often looks underdeveloped. This lack of tactical fluidity has haunted them tournament after tournament, and unless addressed, it may continue to do so. Meanwhile, as Brazilian fans whisper criticisms about Argentina playing weaker teams, Scaloni's laboratory keeps producing results. New stars emerge, young players integrate seamlessly, and the national team continues to evolve without losing stability. Argentina do not fear change because they have practiced it. They do not panic under pressure because they have rehearsed different scenarios countless times. Scaloni understands that international football is not about perfect systems. It is about adaptable ones. And in this sense, the question of who is the better tactician begins to answer itself. Ancelotti's genius at club level is undeniable, but international football demands a different skill set. Scaloni has mastered that domain. He has turned experimentation into an art, preparation into a science, and flexibility into a winning formula. So while debates rage on and comparisons continue, the reality is clear. Argentina are not accidentally strong. They are deliberately prepared. And if history teaches us anything, it is that teams who prepare this way often end up lifting trophies. As the road to the next World Cup unfolds, one thing becomes increasingly difficult to ignore. While others criticize the laboratory, Scaloni continues to perfect his formula. And that may be the biggest reason why, in the debate over tactical brilliance, Lionel Scaloni must currently be placed just a little ahead.